How do I get involved with the Gwaandak Theatre community? How do I influence the programming? You may have asked yourself these questions before, so I'm just going to go through sort of how the organization works and how to get involved. So for me, there are 4 main parts of the Gwaandak Theatre community: members of the society, staff, contractors, and audience. That's it. It's worth noting that each of these 4 parts also have a relationship to the other parts. For example, the staff organize the contractors to present art for the audiences. Also, the membership provides high-level advice and direction through the board of directors to the staff. In order to influence the organization, you need to be in one of the 4 parts of that community. While all 4 of these are meaningful ways of getting involved, the number one way to become a part of the Gwaandak Theatre community is by joining the membership. Members elect the board of directors each year at the annual general meeting. These directors are elected to speak on behalf of the membership, providing high-level strategic vision and mandate support to the staff through the artistic director. That's me. The board is accountable to the membership and to the operational requirements of the theatre to funders, regulatory bodies, and governments. The board is the highest power when it comes to Gwaandak Theatre as a formal society. Being involved as a staff member is a much more challenging way to be a part of the organization. It's also more difficult due to the low turnover in positions. Most of the contracts require 1 to 3 years of commitment. In my case, an indefinite commitment. It also requires a high level of skill, training, and availability for the organization. The staff are responsible for designing, planning, and implementing the season based on the board and by extension the membership's recommendations and vision. The executive staff, that's me, focuses on the relationship between the board and membership to the organization, while the implementation staff focus on the relationship between the staff, contractors, and audience. The day-to-day decisions, as well as the programming and implementation decisions, lie with the staff and are reviewed by the board. The implementation staff are accountable to the executive staff, that's me, and the executive staff, me, is accountable to the board, and by extension, the membership. Okay, the last 2 ways to be involved with the Gwaandak Theatre community are through the contractors and the audience. So the contractors are made up of interns, artists, actors, designers, directors, playwrights, technicians, anyone who gets hired to work at Gwaandak on contracts that are less than 1 year and that are related to programming, specifically programming. These contractors are a much more common and very accessible way to be part of the Gwaandak Theatre community. There is a high turnover rate, and we pay all contractors a minimum of $25 per hour. This is for everything at the theatre that happens. Being involved as an audience member is the easiest way by far to access the programming, to be involved in the Gwaandak Theatre community. All of our programming is free, so it's really easy to participate in. But an audience member is probably maybe the second most important way after the membership, because without an audience, all the work that the membership, the board, the executive, the staff, the contractors, it's all for nothing if there's no audience. So it's a really, really important position. Our audiences are made up of people who are familiar with Gwaandak from the old days, folks who attend our digital programming, or folks who attend our current in-person programming. All of you who are watching this video, an audience to me right now, you're officially a Gwaandak audience member, and I invite you to join our membership. Currently, as of March 2022, Gwaandak staff and board make up the entirety of the membership. This creates a gap in the Gwaandak Theatre community between the audiences and artists who engage with the programming and the board/staff who create the programming. While there are other avenues of feedback for artists and audiences, including emails, feedback forms, etc., I personally would really like to cultivate a stronger sense of community and ownership of the organization to the people it serves. So if you attend our programming or have been hired by us in the past, please consider joining our membership, and then let me know if you're interested in joining our board of directors.